Okay. We're starting.
Okay, welcome everybody. Do we have a motion to start the meeting?
I motion.
Carrie?
Second it.
I didn't hear who seconded it.
Oh, Jane.
Jane. Thanks. I think we should jump right into the approval of the minutes.
Right.
Thanks, Carrie, for doing that.
You're
As
welcome.
always.
I just had one note on the minutes. Carrie, on number 9, the item number 9, it said for the essential workers tribute that the vendors had been engaged. I just wanted to clarify that there have been people discussed, like vendors discussed with, but nobody's been employed or engaged, I guess.
Okay, thank you. I'll clarify that.
Okay, thanks. Appreciate it.
Is everybody okay with the minutes? Do we have a motion to approve?
Make a
Definitely.
motion to approve the minutes.
Jane,
Jane, yeah.
I'll second.
Jackie, okay. Jackie, do you want to update us on the essential workers tribute?
Sure. So because of Hurricane Ida, everything kind of got pushed up ahead, and we're kind of in a little bit of a holding pattern with this project. We're still, working with the tree committee to do the circle of trees, and we need to meet as a group with Jerry. And Jerry, we had a meeting set up and then it got postponed, so we're just kind of waiting for Jerry to plan another meeting. That's kind of where things are at. I've talked to one artist a couple of times, and he's interested in doing the project, but without like more details, it's pretty hard to go any further. And I think we'll have to do like a request for proposals from many artists to see what they can, come up with to put in the center. So.
Are we still going with the compass idea?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, compass and benches, but there's so many different, ways that could work. Different materials, different sizes, different, yeah. Yes, that's still the idea.
Mm-hmm. And Elizabeth, you're working on that, right?
Yes, we were working together, but I have to admit I haven't done much to move it forward because we have been in a little bit in that sort of holding pattern. But yes, fully on board for anything.
We have guest appearances here. So okay, so that's just put on hold for now, the essential workers, until we get more information from Jerry and everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. Jackie, you're up again on tote bags.
Oh, so the tote bags are being printed. Yay!
That's great.
The print company in New Rochelle, they sent a sample to show what it will look like. It's going to be really nice, and hopefully they'll be done this week, and then we can have, tote bags on hand for various reasons. So it's nearing completion.
How many are we getting on this run?
I think there's going to be about like 85.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good amount.
Are we considering selling them? I know that we're there for giveaways.
We can. I'll work up a price like based on the cost of the bag and the cost of the printing, so that we know how much we put into it in total. And we certainly have that capability. I don't know.
We should probably have a sale price identified so that, if people want to buy them, ourselves included, we can just, figure out what that number looks like.
Okay. I'm not sure how the logistics of that, like who would handle the selling and the money and the way that would work. Nora, do you know?
I think I don't know, but I know that the Committee for the Environment sells the composting kits. So I would say check with Sally, because Sally would have to clock in all the money. Sally and Augie would clock in all the money. I don't know whether they require a check or whether they can take cash.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it would just be a receipt. You'd probably get a receipt book. You give her a receipt and you give the money to the clerk treasurer. Is how I imagine it would work.
I'll investigate the process and then write it out so we know what it is when the time comes that we would want to sell them. Okay.
That's what we did with the t-shirts earlier.
Did you guys sell those?
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, okay.
And
So
I
you
think it
know how
went
to-
into our reserve fund, not the operating
Okay.
one.
Okay. Okay. All right. Maybe you could tell me how to do that at some point then. I'll just check with you, Solange.
Actually,
Okay.
Solange is right. You want the money, the proceeds to go into a reserve fund, because if you put it into our operational fund, whatever we don't use goes back to the village.
Okay. Okay.
Right, Nora?
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Good point. Yeah, they look really good from what I've seen.
Yeah.
That you shared with me, the mock-up looked
Yeah.
great. Summer concerts series. So we're just gonna put this on the table for now. And there are two. There's the Emlyn, and then there's and we don't know what that's going to be yet, right, Jackie?
No, we don't.
So that's forthcoming and on their part. And then the pop-ups we discussed last time, doing a different theme. Larry, do you want to speak to that at all?
Totally open to how we want to do it, but again, I want to thank the committee, Solange, you, and Sherry, and Jackie as well. I say that because if we're doing it again next summer, I'm looking for the same committee or equal support, because I'm a man of ideas, but you guys know what you're doing, as I've learned, and I appreciate all of that.
I think you've already learned, so you know what you're doing too now.
And getting there. I'm totally open as to what we're looking to do. If we're thinking of jazz or something else, that's fine. Again, the idea of being a little loud. The idea also, several people requested that they are a little longer next time, not just the 30 minutes, but maybe 45 minutes. Several people felt as if they opened up the cocktail, opened the cheese board, and suddenly it was over. So they'd like to go a little bit more, and it's how we feel about it. I would suggest that we, at this point, we table this till about January, February, and then we open it back up again and start the process.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. There have been a few inquiries already through the email of people looking to play jazz and Spanish guitar, I think. So there are people who are kind of aware of it and it's on their radar. So we'll have to, check those people out too. So,
Nora, when does the village start to think about July 4?
I mean, you've been involved with organizing it, so I would say January or February.
Yeah.
I mean, they book, I mean, they don't really have to think about booking fireworks for July 4th because July 4th is July 4th. We don't pick a date. So, I think in January, there'll be a sense of what it's going to be like. Whether
the orchestra is getting back to live performance for the first time in 2 years. Our concert is going to be November 20th, Saturday, November 20th at St. Thomas Church, Heathcote Hall. And it's going to be a chamber concert because we didn't bring the whole big group together. So it's one group after another, audience, vaccination, masks required, all that stuff. But at least there's live performance again.
Yeah, that's great.
Great. That's great. I mean, I think it's very likely that there will be a 4th of July concert, right? Hopefully.
Yeah.
Like, hopefully.
I think the only limiting factor would be, and this is my own, I mean, I'm not saying this with any knowledge other than just what I'm thinking, is that the limiting factor is how many people can rehearse in the rehearsal space.
No.
In a socially distant way.
Even if they're all vaccinated?
Oh, we're just talking about breakthrough cases, so.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, true. All right.
We're requiring all the musicians to be vaccinated, and they wear masks except for the winds and brass. But where a musician can wear a mask and not, use their mouth to make music. There's also bigger venues. I mean, Heathcote Hall is, bigger than the park. The only difference
No, but the rehearsal space you use is Village Hall, is the courtroom.
Oh, usually, yeah, for July 4th, because the village will give it to us.
Yeah.
But their spaces a little larger. They just
What is that noise?
There's no dance.
What is it?
I hear it, but I don't know what it is.
Okay, it stopped. There was a kind of a spinning mechanical noise. Okay, so I think we put further discussion about the concerts off until the beginning of the year. Jane and I met about Poetry Live, which is always fun. And Jane spoke to the Emmeline, and we're looking at dates, and we're hoping to be live again. After not being live last year. So you want to fill us in, Jane?
Okay, so the April dates that we wanted were not really available because he already has someone tentative there. So, and one is already booked. So we had to look then at March, and March 27th is a Sunday right before the opening of April, which is Poetry Month. So that's a possibility. And since the Emmeline is having, live performances now, and he said by then, he thought it would be okay to have students sitting together, since I guess they sit together in school, and also parents. And Marina and I were talking, maybe we could have some, if it is in person, we could have some maybe distancing of people. It's possible, perhaps. Or we could limit the number of people who can come. That's a possibility too, if it's in person. So we haven't contacted the teachers yet. I could talk to a few of the teachers and see just informally how they feel about it. That's a possibility. And I spoke to Claire Fennessy, who did the anthology, putting it together after Marina got it so that it would be in shape from all the entries. And Claire said that she would do it again, and that she would make recommendations so that when the teachers send the information, that it's all in the same kind of font, the same order, the same whatever. So she's going to work on that.
That would be very helpful.
Yeah, and that would make the job so much easier, because there was a lot of back and forth last year with teachers who submitted things all different ways. So hopefully that would make it smoother and less time.
Yeah.
So that's it for now. I mean, Marina and I are probably going to talk again or meet again and decide, okay, so we have to contact the teachers, formally. But I could do, if you think, Marina, just ask like Diane, ask her.
I think call Diane, definitely.
Yeah.
Just feel her out, because it's before their vacation. I mean, it's
Yeah.
2 weeks before, but let's just see what they say.
Mm-hmm.
I think it should be fine. I mean, we're giving them a lot of notice, and
Yeah.
we've all been through this.
Right.
They should be able to pull it together, but we'll see. But we fingers crossed that we can do a live event this year.
Right.
That would be great.
That would be great. Oh, wonderful.
And then we're thinking, to the segue to the next point, that Poetry Live can be worked in conjunction with the garden dedication of the Poetry Garden. It wouldn't be the same day, because Poetry Live is on a Sunday, and the dedication would most likely be on a Friday, because we have guests from the village that come. But still, it would be that weekend going into Poetry Month. So that would be great. We're still waiting to have the plaques put in and the entry boulder. The village has been so busy with post-Ida repairs and emergency work that they've been doing. So we've left everybody alone, and they promised to have that in the next month or so. So there will be a large boulder at the entrance of the Poetry Garden, and then there's been a plaque already engraved, and that will be set on the boulder. And then we have one of Mary Louise's poems that's going to go alongside the bench. And then the bench dedication for Fred and Mary Louise is already on the bench. And then there's one more plaque, Solange. Which one is it? I guess that's it, actually.
No, do we have a plaque for the rabbit sculpture?
The name of the sculpture, yes. Yeah, so that's a little plaque that will be on the base of the sculpture. Thanks. Yeah. All our plaques will be in place pretty soon.
For what it's worth, Marina, it looks really beautiful. I did a jog on Sunday morning and ran by it. And I know that I'm sort of the same way where I like want everything complete, but even right now it looks beautiful. And there was a person in there just on Sunday morning at about 8:45 relaxing and reading. So it already sort of serves in a way, even though it's not complete. I know it's not in its completion, but it's really, really beautiful. It looks wonderful.
I think it is beautiful. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. And I've observed people, and I'm sure Solange you have too, because I know you walk by a lot, but there people are really using it. It's a good thing to see.
It's a great bench. Yeah.
It's a great bench.
The garden is lovely. I mean, the plantings that the Cox family donated are absolutely perfect. So really happy about that. And then next year they will be putting more in as well in the spring. So that's something to look forward to. Marine Life Center sculptures.
That's me. So I didn't meet with Kyle, but I spoke to Kyle. Melinda, I should have let you know that I spoke to her. We talked about, she's super busy right now because she's working with the high school students. They were doing some project, but she said like early mid-November, we could talk again. She loves the idea of having, you know, different marine life pieces kind of leading towards the Marine Education Center. I said we would do a little research and think about what shaped animal would translate, because it would have to be a shape that could be painted in any way that the artist felt they wanted to paint it, but then the shape should still kind of be recognizable. So say you did like a starfish, like people wouldn't know if they paint, you know, somebody painted a star that looked like a rainbow, or it wouldn't kind of translate. So it has to be a shape that that can overcome any kind of painting, I guess, is what we were thinking. And then I was kind of thinking about maybe it should be like a bird or something, a marine bird, because we want to put them around the garden. So something, you know, that flies. I don't know. It's still kind of in the beginning stages, but it's kind of, you know, forming as a project. So.
Jackie, where are the funds coming from to actually create these sculptures that people will paint?
It will come from us. I mean, what we would do is buy the plain, you know, steel cutout. It's just a flat cutout of a shape with maybe like a pole or something. I don't know. Did you see the butterflies in Rye? Something similar to that, but a different animal. And then the artist, you know, hopefully would submit a proposal of how they'd want to paint it, and then we, you know, pick or give the artist the metal piece to paint, and then they'd come back to us for installation. That's the plan.
So the shape shouldn't really impact the price that much.
Well, I mean, it will impact the cost. I'm sure a more complicated cutout will maybe cost more. I don't know. We don't have a fabricator or anything. The Rye Art Center used somebody from Colorado, and they said it was just too much shipping. So we have to find somebody local. If anybody, keep an eye out for somebody who could cut out metal shapes for this kind of thing. That's pretty much it.
Sculptor that did the rabbit might be able to help us or put us on to somebody else.
Yeah.
He's in Kent, Connecticut. It's just a drive.
Okay. Yeah.
And I had looked on Etsy for something of that nature for my garden, and you know, obviously not everybody on Etsy is local, but if you look, you'll see what kind of people do it. They have, it's a big roller thing, and they have equipment. So it's not somebody, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be a big corporation. It could be somebody who just has the capability of doing it. And there might be people from Connecticut for.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's people, it's not local here, definitely like in Brooklyn or,
Yeah.
you know, there's just, you need a metal fabricator who can cut out of,
Yeah. Oh, you'll definitely find someone from Brooklyn.
yeah. Yeah, we'll find somebody. I'm not worried. So
Blacksmith.
that's it.
And because it'd be expensive to ship. Another artist is coming.
Melinda, you're on board for that with the boys, of course.
Yep.
Don't worry, don't worry. You can stay muted. Next, didn't mean to put you on the spot. Hi, it's Max. Hispanic Resource Center, I spoke with Gerandi and they are still deep in over their heads with helping the community. And they're really interested in doing some music with us and maybe some arts programs for the kids. A lot of them are still displaced. So, you know, we are in active conversation and I really look forward to jumping in and helping them in some way. And I think at this point, I told her just we'll be in touch, but whatever they think of and however they can use help in an area that we might be able to, you know, jump in, whether it's doing kids programs or music for the summer.
Mhm.
They loved the second concert at the Emlyn, Tuolache. She said that the whole community was very excited about that and they hope that we do something like that again. So we'll see. But I just wanted to shout out that that's an active link and that we look forward to working with them this year.
Are families still at the shelter?
Yeah, they're, oh, not which shelter? Because they're all over from what she told me, including dorms at Monroe College and hotels and.
Yeah, I thought there was one in Mamaroneck, but I guess what I'm thinking is, you know how the what Arts Westchester has the Artmobile. It might be nice to ask them to go to one of these places where there are the most displaced families and do just art with the kids because they're mobile.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
That would be nice.
Anybody want to look into that?
Anybody
want to make a call?
Yeah,
to Arts Westchester?
I think I have the woman's email address who originally emailed us. I could email them and find out.
Yeah, if you find out, that's a good start. Thanks, Sherry.
Sherry, I know the person, but the name is not coming to me, but I will find it and send it to you.
It's a great idea.
It's like Marie. What's her name? Marie or something like that? I'll look back through our emails.
Okay, we'll find it.
I love that idea. Art at the Regatta. We'll put that on hold until next month to talk about that. We the artist registry. I'm quite confident that we need some more discussions on that too before we bring it to the meeting. We know who we are, this group, and we'll have to meet off camera. So that will happen. Any update, Sherry, on the Spring Crafts Fair?
Well, the last time we left it, we were trying to see what most people would want, December or spring. And of course, most people want spring if it's going to be outside. And some of the artists were wondering, is there going to be electricity if we have it outside? Blah, 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 blah. You know, there are so many outdoor arts and crafts fairs where you just have your tent and, you know, a battery powered, whatever you want. So if we decide to do it, then, you know, I guess if you want to see if we could have it under the Emlyn in their parking lot, we can, although it's a little dark and, you know, I don't know how many vendors you can fit under there. So I was thinking while we can do that because of the elements, you would automatically be covered.
Yeah.
I don't know, it might be nicer to have it sort of.
I've lost all audio. Can anyone hear me?
We can hear you.
See,
For
I
some
signed
reason,
off before
Sherry,
we came back on and it helps. I mean, that might work for you, Carrie.
Sherry, I thought we were talking about doing
Um,
it in the municipal parking building where there was plenty of space
I'm going to leave
across-
and come back in.
Okay.
across from the police
I think-
station, you know, like the library parking. I don't know
Oh.
why I thought that.
Yeah, that's the Emmeline parking.
No,
That's what it's
no.
called.
Oh, not the library under, I thought you meant underneath the, okay. So
Me
we're
too,
talking about the same
Jackie.
spot.
I
Okay.
thought the same thing, but yeah, that
Okay, all right.
one
yeah.
is much bigger.
On the
Wait, when
Hunter
you say-
lot, wait, are you saying the bottom of the Hunter lot?
No,
No,
Yes.
no, you can't, we can't do it under the Hunter lot because that's where the police and firemen park.
Well, it's also partly closed off. So you want to do it basically between, underneath the Emlyn Theater.
yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Well,
okay.
well,
So that is
well, it's by the library. That's
the
where,
library parking.
the library, like that, the Emmeline, you could park right there for the Emmeline too.
Yes.
Sherry, are we,
It's probably big enough, actually. Sorry.
if,
Depends on how many people you get.
Sorry, I just, so you know, I still have no audio. I am missing everything you're all saying.
Okay. Huh.
Huh. Or someone
Like,
else should
it's
take
being-
over and take
It's
notes.
being recorded, so she can probably,
Oh, right.
right?
Right.
Figure it
Yeah.
out
Oh.
later.
I'll text it to her. I'll see if I can.
sorry, Carrie, we
Oh,
don't know
you
what
can't do that.
happened. I'll take notes in the meantime so I can supplement.
Okay, that's
Um,
excellent. Thanks.
Well, in
So
any
is
case.
there a chance we can do it indoors if COVID permitting in the spring?
I guess so.
Back at the library downstairs, like we used to?
I'd have to ask them what their policy
Policies, yeah.
is. I would not, if we do that, I would not suggest having 41 vendors. I would suggest having less.
Yeah.
So we could distance a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe we could use the parking lot as well or something, I don't know.
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
Yeah,
maybe
that's
we could
true.
split, and
Make it
folks who
both.
needed electricity and needed sort of the more indoor things could be in the library, and then folks who had a table that could be at a festival or somewhere outside maybe could do the parking lot,
Yes,
maybe.
yes. We could do that. Actually, that would be nice if we had a nice day. I mean, April is very, very wet here. Last April, I don't know if you remember, it rained like every day. So, anyone know when Mother's Day is?
I could look on the calendar, let's see.
I don't know, but while you look, it would be so fun to have a food truck there and some music, like,
Yeah.
Well,
you know,
So
in the
Mother's
parking lot.
Day is May 8th.
so when the last time and it's a different manager and everybody now, and I get that. But the last time we wanted to do that, they said no, because Library Lane is a traveled street, and it's even more traveled now because there are two condo complexes
Yeah.
on the street. But I mean, we could ask.
Well, we could put them in the parking lot, like right in the parking lot. It wouldn't even have to be on the street.
Which parking lot?
So under the
So
library,
underneath.
under the Emlyn.
But not if we're using it for vendors. If we had an indoor-outdoor thing?
We could do, I was at a thing where they had food trucks, they had vendors outside, it all worked. Like we could put it, you know, the part that's outside that's not covered, you know, where you pay. There's like 3 or 4 spots right there. We could put the food truck there, and then you could have the vendors inside.
Mm.
You know, it could work.
Okay. Yeah. We'd have to, so, I mean, that's a public parking lot, so we'll have to ask Jerry if it's okay.
It's not vendors.
Yeah, but you know, we closed it off for the last Arts Council Fair. There were signs
For
that closed it
parking.
off for the last Arts Council Fair. Yeah.
Well, yes, we used it for parking.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I
For the
just,
vendors, I believe.
what?
We used it for parking for the vendors, I believe, right?
Yes, we did. So I imagine we'd have to get permission to use it. To
Yeah.
close it off
And I-
again,
I-
to use it this way.
I just don't imagine it would be a big deal. That's all. You know.
Okay,
That's good. Sherry, do you need more people working with you on this? Because
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel like
I
you
would
need to
work
be
with
more
you, Sherry.
supported.
Sherry, you
Sherry,
loop
I'll
me
work
in, I can help.
Okay, you know what, so let's say we have it, I don't have next year's calendar with me. Jane, were you the one?
What do you want? What do you want? What do you
So
know?
May 8th is a Sunday, right?
Yeah.
So the weekend before, I guess is the 1st,
And the
So the
30th.
weekend
The
before.
30th and the 1st.
30th and the 1st.
So the 1st, yeah, and then the 30th.
And you're having Poetry Live March 27th, right? Not the end of April.
Right.
March 27th, yeah.
So maybe we could do it either April 30th or May 1st,
Mm-hmm.
that weekend.
No, wait, April 30th is a Saturday. You want a Saturday? Yeah. Well, you
Well, we
want,
usually have it on a Saturday, but I don't care. It could be
yeah,
Sunday.
April, yeah, so it's a Saturday. May 1st is a Sunday.
I was just thinking it would be
May
probably-
7th, yeah, well, yeah, so you're thinking April 30th?
I was thinking the week before Mother's Day, so people can buy gifts.
Right, so it would have, if you want it on a Saturday, it'd have to be, yeah, the 30th,
It might.
if not the 23rd. That's a Saturday.
No, I don't want to. Yeah, no, I think that's too early.
Okay, so the
It
30th.
might have to be Saturday because of the library. I don't know what their hours are on Sunday, and they don't like to have it after hours.
Yeah,
Okay, so why don't we look into the 30th and the 1st, figure out which one is good, and then figure out the parking options and what we can do. Looks like Melinda and Elizabeth are on board with you, is that right?
Mhm.
I saw hands go up.
Yep.
If one of you wants to sort of put together a call for artists, that would be great.
Okay.
You can look at what we've written in the past just on our Facebook page. I mean, really, really simple. But if you guys want to change it or have a different kind of art fair, I mean, whatever you guys want.
mm-hmm. All right,
All right, well,
want me to call the library, Sherry, and find out?
No, I'm going to send an email to Mary and Linda.
Okay,
Thank you, though.
are we good with that? I think so.
Yeah.
Next up is review the Facebook craft marketplace. I just think it's been around for a year now, and just wondering how it's going, what we think. I have a sense that we have scrolling pages of people, but up to this point, there's no categorization. It's kind of hard to figure out who's participating, and I'm just wondering, is there something we want to do beyond what we've offered? Are we satisfied with what we've offered? Are we going to continue keeping this site going? Are people still contacting you, Sherry?
Yeah. It's a little frustrating because obviously people who I know or know of, I approve and whatever, but then there are other people who, well, there's a lot of spam, a lot of bots, a lot of, whatever, but people who I don't particularly know, who don't answer the questions and don't click this, and you need people to do that so that you know who's a bot and who's not. You don't want spam on your site.
right.
But yeah, I'm still getting people requesting to join as both shoppers and sellers, although people have asked to join as sellers and then I don't see them selling anything. So I don't know what that's all about. At this point, it kind of runs itself, and I don't, I check in if I get a notification for it, but
You don't really know how the sales are going, right?
no, because people don't sell from the marketplace.
Yeah.
They sell from their own
Yeah.
websites and Etsy
Yeah.
stores and things like
Oh.
that.
Who knows? Yes.
So, I mean, if there's a way to change it or to do it better or to make it look better, I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. So, just sort of is there. Any suggestions? Anybody?
I don't know that we have the bandwidth right now, but I think a little kind of audit of it, you know, like a real look at it would be a good idea. Maybe we can think about who we know. I don't even want to call for anybody on this committee to put their energy there because it seems kind of self-sustaining at the moment. And it's not broken. I don't think we have to fix it, but I think it could be a lot better. So my thought would be like, let's keep it on our agenda and think about what's possible here. Is there a search possibility within it? I don't think so.
Yeah, every group has a search possibility. Yes.
So if I want to look up a certain vendor, I can type that name of the vendor in and get right to her or him?
Yes, I believe you can, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I just would like to familiarize myself. So I know for me, I'll spend more time on it. And
one thing we could do is like highlight certain vendors on our Facebook page, like say, you know,
go check them out.
This person has new merchandise and we love this local artist, and it would just through the holidays, maybe, you know, a handful of them, one a week, just so people know that it's
that's a great idea.
And people are, would that be hard to do, Sherry?
No, and what I could do is post on the marketplace, so so everybody sees it. We're getting into shopping season, and we have these supply chain issues. Why don't you all, let's see what you've got, because people can't go into stores and buy anything anymore because there's nothing to buy. Yeah. Here's your opportunity. Let's, obviously more eloquent than that, but sort of give everyone a little push. We could even sort of advertise on our regular Facebook page and our Instagram, hey, artists, anyone out there who would like to sell on our marketplace, now's the time to, become a member.
Maybe we call it, maybe we just develop our own simple tagline, like support local artists, and we throw that out with the holiday push that you're talking about.
Right.
Just a consistent tagline that we promote.
Right.
I love the idea of using our Facebook page, which we don't really use. And it would give us a reason to exist on Facebook too. So.
Right, and then along with that, I could sort of pick out one vendor a week.
I love that. Yeah.
And cross post them onto our Facebook page. I for some reason have.
Could we even give that over to Robert? Could he put that on the village website? Like just.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure we can promote individual vendors.
Probably.
That's
okay. Yeah. Okay. I didn't know.
But wait, Nora, we do that all the time. Every year when we have our arts and crafts fair, I always highlight one vendor a day.
But that's on our site, not the village, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But Jackie, I think you're referring to the Robert's weekly postings from the village.
I guess he could just say, hey, check out the local artists on our Facebook.
Or he can use our tagline, support local artists,
something.
Go to the
He's been asking
Arts
for,
Council Facebook page.
Yes, just to maybe direct people over there and help.
Send the traffic our way. Send the traffic our way.
That's all. A little bump.
I think I got the feeling that one of the problems, because I reached out to a lot of our arts and crafts fair vendors, and one of the problems is a lot of them are not computer savvy, and they don't have the wherewithal to figure it out and then sell online. Mm-hmm. So I think that's part of the problem with the ones I know. So.
Okay.
All right. To be continued.
All right.
Other business. Anybody have anything, Solange?
Now we're getting an echo in the audio. There's something I've been thinking about for a while, and I'd like to do some research on it. And if the co-chairs are okay, maybe bring it to the next meeting. a year or so ago, Westchester County appointed a youth poet laureate. And I've been thinking for a while that the town and the village of Mamaroneck could use a successor to Mary Louise Cox. So I would like to just research, maybe get with Nora offline, research the position, the job description, what we might want. And it might be kind of fun to announce a new poet laureate at Poetry Live, you know, around that whole weekend.
Mhm.
Really nice idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would
Get
be nice.
nominations, that kind of thing.
I love it.
Great idea, Solange.
Mhm.
Great idea. Yep.
I guess you're okay with putting it on the agenda next time then. Okay, I'll do some work around that.
That's great.
Great.
So this is your baby. Thank you. That's great.
Thank you.
Jackie and I wanted to mention that if anybody has in their mind any ideas for new members, we will be looking at resumes. Right, Jackie? How do we say it exactly?
Yes, well, we won't, but they will go to Sally and the Board of Trustees. So, but anybody who has a suggestion, because we will have openings, I will be finishing out my second term here next month. So I'll be rotating off, and we have another, I think, spot opening up too. So yeah, just we need good people who can, you know,
We're looking for good energy, good
do the work.
good
Yeah.
workers. You know what
Yeah.
we're looking for.
Yeah.
More of us.
I think we need to
Rotating off?
to thank Jane and Jackie because they're both terming off.
No, Jane's not going anywhere.
Wait a minute, I thought Jane's. Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I have to.
I'm not
ask-
letting her.
I think Sally said I have another year, but I don't know for
I
sure.
do. I saw it. Yeah.
Wait. Oh, I hope so. Okay, that's good. Okay, well, but Jackie is termed off, so.
Yeah, and we're gonna have a couple of other shifts as well that we'll figure out in the next few weeks. So I think we'll be looking for one or two positions.
If people are watching or watch after the fact, the Board of Trustees would love to get resumes by November 12th for
Oh,
people who are interested in boards and commissions, Arts Council and
Okay.
other too.
good to know.
Maybe you should put that in the weekly newsletter so that people will know.
I think Robert will.
It's a good idea.
I think that I will just ask one question too, and maybe make a suggestion. And maybe the question, you know, will make me not make the suggestion, but I feel like there might be a sort of untapped resource in the like elementary school aged parents for something like this, because there are a lot of families moving out of the city and out of Brooklyn and maybe have been involved in arts or whatever in the last couple of years. But my question is to how do we want to balance longevity in the village and, you know, commitment to the village with maybe, you know, what's our thought? What are the thoughts on that? Newcomers, yes, or maybe people who have more roots in the village, or anybody
No,
who seems like they'd
you
be a
just
great
have to
buy.
live in the village. You just have to live in the village. That's all there is.
Okay.
And be interested in the arts and want to do the work. I mean, there's work, you know, it's like,
Of course.
you know, and have to have the time and ability to get things done. So
I just know from, you know, school pickups and school parks and stuff that there's a lot of interest in starting community theaters around here. And I think it has to do a lot with a little bit of an influx when kids get into school age and we're not doing apartment living so much anymore. So I'll spread some word around and see.
Yeah.
Absolutely, good idea.
Right, good.
I want to follow up what Jackie said. When I was talking to people who were interested in coming on the council, it's so important that they realize this is a working council. This is a producing council. You need computer skills. And, you know, if anybody thought that we sort of sit around and do airy-fairy stuff and, you know, sort of So I think about the arts all day. We do actual work.
Of course. Yeah.
It's important. And then we sit around and think about the arts.
Good point. Yeah,
And it's
and they don't
great
have to
work.
be
I mean,
artists
it's
at
so-
all,
It's
just
so
interested.
vital. Yeah, it's vital, right? That's why we're all here. It's vital to the community. And so it's
Yeah, now more
such a
than
great
ever.
thing. Yeah.
Gorgeous.
All right. Well, we good?
We're good. Anybody else have anything?
When is the next meeting?
December
Yeah,
6th,
good point.
Tuesday.
December 6th.
Number 6.
No, that's a Monday. December 7th. Is that right, Nora?
December 7th.
December 7th is
Okay.
a Tuesday.
Yeah.
We had to move it because of
Okay,
conflict.
December
of schedule.
6th is the BOT reorganization meeting or organization meeting.
well, and Hanukkah starts on December 6th. Oh, no, it ends on
Oh,
December.
it's early this year.
Wow.
Yeah,
November 29th, that's when Hanukkah starts.
yeah, but it ends on the 6th. Yeah, so, all right, but we're meeting on the 7th, right?
Mhm.
Okay,
On
For
Zoom,
those who
right?
like to
We're
plan
still on
ahead,
Zoom. Okay.
for those who like to plan ahead, our next meeting is January 4th, Tuesday as well,
Mhm.
okay.
7 o'clock.
Great.
Can I just, since we maybe have a couple of minutes, can I just ask Elizabeth how her poetry event went last Friday at the
Oh.
library? I was away on the weekend, but I noticed and I really wanted to go, but how did it go?
That's really nice of you to ask. I did my poetry lecture from isolation upstairs in my room. It was the sort of the high part of my isolation. It was great. We covered two really beautiful poems. One is Jane Mead, I Wonder If I Will Miss the Moss, and the other was a Joy Harjo poem. And they were really beautiful companion pieces. We had Jane, there were 8 of us, or
8,
9?
yeah. Mhm.
8 of us. All women, in fact, in this meeting, and 2 women poets, which was, we welcome everybody, but it was sort of it was a very special, cozy afternoon. And usually we have sort of a group of folks who show up month after month, but we had a couple newcomers this month, which was always great energy and a new,
Yeah,
fresh perspective. It was a true pleasure. It was great.
right. Was.
Sounds great.
Nice. Congrats.
Thank
I'm
you.
sad to say I didn't know about it. Elizabeth, will you send that out to the council next time?
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
We've gotta, yeah,
I will add the
Excellent.
council onto that. Yes.
thanks.
I wish we could meet in person.
I know. I miss you guys.
Yeah.
Well, thanks everybody for being here as always.
Thanks, Marina.
Thanks,
A
Marie.
motion to close the meeting,
I will, Liz.
Liz?
Well, let's just
Second.
thank Jackie because this is Jackie's last meeting.
Oh, I can't come
Jackie.
next time.
Wait,
Oh,
Next
Jackie,
is
you're
the
not
next
coming
one?
in December?
Well, she
December.
can
do I not come?
come.
Wait a
But-
minute, are you still gonna volunteer?
I'm gonna be around, but I really need to focus my energies on like other things, getting my own work out there, and maybe there's some other place to volunteer, some other, I don't know, climate change people. I don't know. I'm leaving all my options open. I love the council, I really do, but we'll see. We'll see.
But Jackie, you don't come to the December meeting?
That's what Nora just told me.
Well, because so the day before is the day we do the new appointments.
Yeah, but she could come as a
Well, we can all
volunteer.
meet in person. We're gonna have a goodbye meeting. How about that?
Yeah, we're not prepared for this.
I'm gonna shuffle my laptop down to Jackie's
Me
house
either,
and
my
make her
heart
log
like
on
went-
with me.
No, I
We'll
think
meet in
you should come
January.
in
We'll do
December.
something. We'll get together. Don't worry. I'm not.
No, but Jackie, just come in December.
Okay.
All right.
Maybe
As-
I'll get promoted.
as a member
like
of
my
public-
boss then.
Yeah.
All right.
Did we have a second to close the meeting? I don't know.
Second it, Jane.
Okay.
See. All right.
Carrie, are you hearing us or not?
I am, yes, now.
Oh, wow, good.
Actually, now is the
I missed, but I'll get to you guys and ask you what I missed.
Okay.
And
Alright.
I asked Sally
Thanks
will
for taking
send
care of
the
that.
link.
I'm sorry?
Sally or Sally or someone in Village Hall will send you the link to the meeting tomorrow so you could watch it quickly. Because
Thank you.
it takes a couple days to go up on YouTube.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, thank
Thanks.
We'll see you
you.
next
Bye,
month.
Everyone.
Have a good month. Happy
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Okay,
Happy Thanksgiving.
Whoa.
Bye.
bye.
Bye.